Hey guys, it's Sam. You're in my living room, kind of. No, actually, you know what? You're in my. I would call that my dining area. And sorry, it's a complete mess. I'm trying to get organized for an audition tomorrow. Actually, no, look at this. I'm in my pajamas. I'm not even wearing a bra. But I wanted to talk to you guys about getting fired because I said that I would, and it's something that not a lot of people talk about. And this is the reason I'm kind of doing this YouTube channel is I want to be able to share my experience, strength, and hope with you. And not that I know everything, because clearly I don't, but there are conversations that need to happen. There's things that people don't talk about, and getting fired is one of them because it's horrible. I'm not going to tell you that it's a great experience. It's not. It sucks. I got fired from, many of you don't know, I'm an actor, but I'm also a radio announcer, and I have been for 25 years. It was my first love. I've done it forever. I'm good at it. I worked at a couple of stations here in the city that I live, and I was really good at it. And it was stable, and it was lovely, and I got fired a couple of weeks ago. And at the beginning, and this is going to be any big life thing that you go through that's terrifying. And by the way, being fired has been ranked right up there with divorce, cancer, and losing a loved one to death. And by the way, I'm not discounting any of those. Trust me, I'm not. I'm just saying that getting fired from a job is way more debilitating than people think, especially when you're an adult and it's a career. Now, I'm not talking about the job you had at Best Buy when you were 16 and you got fired because you came in late too much or showed up stoned or whatever you did. I'm talking about a life career, something that you saw yourself doing for the rest of your life. When you get fired from that, it's terrifying, absolutely terrifying, especially when you don't see it coming. And you go through everything. Oh my God, you go through denial, and then you go through fear, and then you go through anger, and then you go through denial again, and then you go through sadness at the loss of it all. And you kind of go through all of them. And at the end of it, you come back to those wake ups in the middle of the night when you jump up and go, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And you go through this fear. It's a debilitating, terrifying fear. What the fuck am I going to do with my life? And there comes a point, and you got to work on this. It doesn't just come naturally. This is something that I'm telling you about. So you work on this if and when you ever go through something like this. There is a point where it can actually be, getting fired can be a good thing. Hang on a second. I know that sounds ridiculous. And it's going to sound a little airy-fairy, but stay with me on this, okay? Here's the thing. Maybe, just maybe, things happen for a reason. And I know some of you are going to roll your eyes and go, I don't believe in that shite. No, hang on. Bear with me here. Maybe, just maybe, things happen for a reason, and I wasn't supposed to be doing that anymore. Maybe, just maybe, there is something way bigger and way better out there for me, and I could never see that because I was so busy doing this. Think that's possible? Damn right it's possible, because I'm sitting in it right now. Now, it took me a while. It took me about 7 to 10 days to get over the absolute debilitating fear. But then you start to, and it takes work, you have to stop and go, okay, you know what, universe, I'm going to take a leap of faith on this one. I'm going to take a chance here and say that maybe there is something that I'm supposed to be doing, and I thought it was this, but maybe it's not. Maybe the plans for me, the universal plan for me, I know that sounds goofy, maybe the universal plan for me was not to be doing that, and I would never have seen it had I not been fired. Case in point, friend of mine, professional, did what she did for 25 years. She was making $175,000 a year. She had security, she had benefits, she had the whole 9 yards, and she was really good at her job, but she didn't love it anymore. But she kind of lost sight of that because you get to a point where you're chugging along and you don't even realize that you're just chugging along doing what you do because that's what you do, and your life starts at 5 o'clock and you live for the weekends and whatever. But you've lost the love of the fire kind of goes out, but you don't recognize that it went out. It just goes out. So she's chugging along doing this job that she really doesn't like, but she's not going to leave. And what she does in her brain, and like some people would say this happened for a reason, she started to get kind of bitchy at her job and she got fired. And she was terrified. She was mortified, horrified. It was a very specific field. She didn't know what she was going to be able to do, and she cried and drank and freaked out for about a month. And a month later, she started to turn around and she started to glow, and she lost 45 pounds, and she got involved in a Zumba class. She started teaching Zumba classes. Her life completely changed, and she realized that her getting let go, and it had to be forced on her because she never would have done it herself. She said that was the best thing that ever happened to her because she didn't realize that her fire had gone out. She's now working with an animal rescue society. She's not making nearly the money that she was, but she's happy and she doesn't care because money isn't everything. You'll learn. I've been rich and I've been poor. Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your happiness at all. And now she's happy, and she sleeps differently, and she does yoga, and she volunteers on the downtown east side. She does things that she never would have done. And she said, I am so grateful that I got fired from that job because I never would have known. Hey? Huh? So that's where I'm at. And you know what? I now embrace it. I'm now looking at it like, you know what? Life is meant to be experienced and everything. And it's not how you handle things when it's going well. It's how you handle things when it's not going well. It's a test of your character. And I'm now looking forward. And you have to have some trust and a little bit of faith in the universe to go, okay, maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else. Yeah, you know what? I am supposed to be doing something else. I don't know what that is yet. And I'll stay acting and I'll stay doing the voice work and I'll be fine. But that radio door, from what I was doing, has closed. Maybe, just maybe, there's another plan. And I'm trying to be open to that. And it feels pretty effing fantastic. Okay, so if you ever go through something similar to this, and it doesn't have to be a job firing, it can be something so catastrophic in your life that you think, how could this possibly happen to me? Maybe. Just entertain the idea. Freak out first. But just at some point in time, when you get over the pity party, and you will, embrace it and go, maybe there's something bigger out there that I'm supposed to learn, and that door was supposed to close before this next one opened. Keep that in mind, and we'll talk soon. All right, gang. Bye.